Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam. Good morning. You're listening to Java with Jimmy.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. All right, there's the volume. I was like, something don't sound right. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. Welcome to the Java Cafe. Today is Testimony Tuesdays. I'll be honest, I was thinking about opening the phone lines and taking calls for folks that have what we used to call popcorn testimonies. We don't need 15 minutes, but for you to tell us maybe a 2-minute testimony about what's going on in your life and that what you're accomplishing. And so that's really what a testimony is about. But let's go into Java Cafe and see who is in. I said I was thinking about it. Obviously, I didn't set everything. Well, I could have things set up, but let's see who's in this morning. Miss Teresa, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Give Double E's my love. Tell them Uncle Jimmy loves them. Show them later. Mama Java, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Sister Soraya, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Brianna, good morning. Good to see you in the room talking about some grandpa. Y'all keep Brianna in your prayers. She got a testimony. Her testify. Don't tell the story in her other comment here. But she got a story to tell too, and I won't tell it. Maybe one day she'll jump on and tell it herself. But good morning to you, Bree. Pastor Marion, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Kathy, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Dina, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Listen, y'all keep her in prayer as well. Dina is a champion mom that's raising 2 young kings solo. And Dina, we had a conversation yesterday about the first and holidays and whatnot. And so if you get a chance, check that out. I think it would be very helpful to you and the boys. But you all keep her in prayer and show her some love as well. I see Uncle Thaddeus in the room. Good morning to you as well, brother. Brother, friend, king, uncle. Good to see you in the room. Auntie Paula, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room as well. So I wanted to check in on a couple of things, and I didn't talk a lot about it yesterday as we had Dr. Brandy, but we did raise it. And I'm seeing a lot on social media as well as in legacy media or the mainstream news about the shooting in Colorado and the 5 lives that were lost. And we just want to hold space this morning and mention, I'll try to get their names up real quick so we can say their names. But there's a lot of conversation really about how the right-wing government and others have contributed to what's going on in our country when it comes to mass shootings, when it comes to a lot of this vile just behavior toward Black people, women moving in leadership and whatnot. And so we want to say their names this morning. Daniel Aston, Raymond Green Vance, Kelly Loving, Ashley Pugh, and also Derek Rump, who were killed in Colorado in that shooting. And so we just want to mention and hold space for them this morning. Sharon Cornelius is in the room. Sharon Cornelius, good morning. Good to see you in the room. I actually just sent you an inbox as Sharon shared with us yesterday. Mother Louise Patterson, wife of the great late Gilbert Earl Patterson, passed away, I believe it was on Sunday. And so I just sent you, Sharon, a copy of the official announcement that I saw on social media. So I need to know what folks are getting ready to do for Thanksgiving. And it's funny because Dr. Brandy mentioned yesterday, in the past few years, I'm a little more, I guess, aware. And I've been aware for some years, but I think in this post George Floyd period, a lot of us are aware of a lot of the origin of the national holiday and what they did to those who were native to this land. However, two things. One, for me, and I think a lot of us here, we practice Thanksgiving on a daily, sometimes hourly basis. Two, it is a time in tradition that families set aside to come together and in that name what was wrong about it, but acknowledge also that this is a time of us coming together. And while we're going to name it and talk about it and fight the, origin of Thanksgiving, what are we doing in our individual lives and in our community to address the same spirit that still moves in legislation, that moves in systems and structures. And so with all of that being said, I personally am looking forward to cooking on Thursday. Not really having a bunch of company, but cooking and just the whole tradition of it. And so I need to know what you guys are doing for Thursday. Uncle, we know you're getting ready to head home. Safe travels for you, and give mother a hug for all of us here in the Java Cafe. Auntie Paula, thank you so much for saying rest in power to all of them. Miss Teresa is saying that it's sickening. My heart hurts so much for them and their families. Sharon, thank you for expressing your love as well. It is sickening, Teresa. And it's as much as we believe in 2022, our society is more progressive and open. It is a sad commentary on the reality that there is still a population of people that just won't let folks live. And from, the extreme religious right and the conservatives, and when it comes to politics, the Republican Party, but to those that don't even move in politics, that have these hateful opinions, some because they don't understand and are ignorant. Two, they don't recognize the humanity in folks that are different colors than them, from different races, those that choose to live their gender the way that they feel, whatever people's opinion are about it. And it is really just a sad commentary. But in staying in the spirit of Testimony Tuesday, share some of your testimony with us, as well as what you're doing on Thanksgiving. Sharon Cornelius, you told us yesterday, and I forgot to acknowledge it. Sharon's letting us know, and we want to keep her in prayer as well for traveling mercies for her. I'm going to North Carolina to see my granddaughter, grands, and Frida and them. So them is spelled DEM or apostrophe EM, Frida and them. Just to let you know, Sharon, since you being all hip and whatnot. Teresa said, we coming to you. Lord have mercy. I ain't messing with you. Brianna said, hey, listen, don't get them started. You could come. No, I'm messing. Because I'll say you could come, and then I'll hear knocks at the door. Uncle Jimmy. But we got chitlins on the menu, Teresa. So I'm just saying, if that informs your interests. I'm doing a Thanksgiving drive-by to pick up my dinner. Pastor Marion was telling us yesterday she wasn't talking about dropping to Dr. Brandy. She driving by and getting her plate. She ain't dropping off she ain't going to drive off and throw a plate. She's coming up in with her hand out with a plate. Jen, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Mama Java is saying hi to Sharon Cornelius. Nicole Hart is saying it's beans, hot dogs, oodles, and noodles until Thursday. I tell my kids, wait. So all the effort, Nicole, that you're putting in for Thursday, you're saving up the energy, and it's beans and hot dogs all. I don't know why that made me fall out, but when I read the last part, I tell my kids, don't ask me to cook nothing. And when are they out of school? The kids are out of school tomorrow or today? Teresa is saying will be delivered by. So I have a lot of discourse and text threads and messages with a lot of you on, outside of the show. And so when I see certain things on here from you all, it knowing you, I can just hear it. And Miss Teresa, I ain't messing with you, because Miss Teresa could be Amazon herself. And we'll just leave that right there. Tay, good morning, sweetheart. Good to see you in the room. Give your mom and family my best. Sharon is saying, Mama Java, y'all just get in here and do your thing. Man, good morning, brother. Good to see you in the room. Hopefully everything is well with you. Good to see you in the room. Mama Java is saying good morning to Uncle Thaddeus. Kathy is saying, oh, wait, we can all go to Jimmy's Wait there at Chitlins. Maybe I'll. Kathy said, maybe another time. Listen, let me tell y'all what I learned some years ago. One is that I don't do, and only certain folks listening right now may have a point of reference when I say red bucket, but many of us don't do the red bucket anymore. The red bucket is basically, and I'm about to gross some of y'all out, but the red bucket is just where they take the chitlins and just take them and throw them in the red bucket with just everything, just not clean, not well. They do whatever they do in the processing plant. And I remember back in the day, the red bucket, like I didn't clean chitlins. I didn't learn how to clean chitlins. I knew how to clean them from watching my mother, my aunts, and some other folks, but we've moved beyond the red bucket. Thank God for Aunt Bessie. And I forgot the brand that I got this year, but Crown or something, this Queen Crown or something like that. And so what they do, they clean them. And then as of last year, my aunt, Kisa, she is a fanatic about cleaning them. And so I sent them to her. And they're ready. And I'm going to pick them up. Y'all could put all them darn emojis and throwing up and all that in the comments if you want to. Let me tell y'all something. On Thursday, and let me tell you the combo. My mother hipped us to, I asked y'all what y'all are doing. I'll tell you what I'm doing. My mother hipped us to smoked oyster dressing. So you basically make the same dressing, but you take smoked oysters and mash them up and put them in the stuffing. Regular stuffing is good, but there's nothing like oyster stuffing. So y'all know I like seafood. So the oyster is in there. And then also the oyster stuffing with a little bit of chitlins. Like that's the flavor combination. It just, you eat that and you sit back and just like, whew. So yes, those are my plans on Thursday. Thank you very much. Let's go back and see the trash. Wait. So Uncle, I have a question. I don't know if this is a typo, but I looked up and I seen the comments. Uncle, is this early for Christmas? Uncle, please clarify, Jesus. It's Testimony Tuesday. You know what? Let me go on to the other comments. But Uncle, please clarify because you said you were. I just need some context, sir. Text me, put the comment here. I know it was probably a typo, but Uncle said he received a hoe. Okay, for that's after darkish. Brianna says, yes, my grandma would have them red buckets, laugh out loud, cleaning them. Ugh. And it isn't so much with the chitlins, just the red bucket is. Let me tell you, if I only had the option of dealing with red bucket chitlins and I had to clean them, and it isn't the chitlin, it's just the process of just making sure that you know. Anyway, Teresa says chitlins. Nope, absolutely not. Nope, with her little wonderful green face emojis. Paula is saying, after tradition of spending Turkey Day with my bestie and her family in Roxbury, the pandemic and my COVID interrupted that the last 2 years, but me and the daughter and I are finally able to go again this year, and we miss my besties' sides like collard greens, mac and cheese, and fresh made candy yams. I'm bringing apple pie, and I know how to stay in my lane. Again, if you know folks on here, you know the context of why Auntie Paula said what she said at the end. I ain't messing with you. Pastor Marion, y'all leave my chitlins alone. And Teresa forgot to say yuck. Whatever. Mike, what's up, brother? Good to see you in the room, man. Good to see you in the room. Stacy, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Stacy, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? I see Stacy with roasted duck, asparagus, dill, roasted potatoes, and fresh made cranberry sauce. Stacy is she just gives off that now. Stacy can, Stacy bakes, y'all. I forgot. Stacy does sweets. Hi, Stacy. Good to see you in the Java Cafe this morning. But Stacy, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Man is letting us know I'm doing beautiful. Mom's doing good, serving dinner for the homeless on Thanksgiving. I've never been in Chitlins eating person, and you know I'm a good cook. Yes, I do. Misha said the worst thing ever was cleaning chitlins. My sister did them with my mother. I found something else to do. I hate when I wear this black. Look at this. Everything is so, I don't know what it is. I got to figure it out, but I had nothing else to put on today. Oh, I see a comment from Uncle Thaddeus. We about to get clarity to his other one. Stan is saying too much, Jimmy. No pork this year. For who, Stan? I got the text back too. That's something that is hard to coach over the phone. But I'll send you a couple of suggestions. Thaddeus said, well, they're going to clean. I'm not going to even respond to that comment. Misha saying good morning to the Java fam. Look who's in the room. DJ Newt, y'all. Y'all show Newt some love. My testimony is that oyster. Yo, y'all are hating. My testimony is that oyster stuffing is nasty. What kind of stuffing is that? Ma, Newt, I got it from Mama Java. So how about that? I also have to make an announcement to you all since I see Newt in the room. I'm going to post it later, but I'll mention it to you all here first. I did kind of mention it yesterday. Thaddeus, inquiring minds want to know about your previous comment. Stan is saying, right, it's not the chitlins, it's the Stan. Whatever. Stacy, you hit the gym on things. Well, praise be to Jesus. Hitting the gym first, then church, then dinner. Okay. Y'all leave my chitlins alone. And the way that so let me tell y'all an indicator for me whether I'm eating somebody's chitlins or not. If they smell like you all are in here asserting and all of that, I'm not eating their chitlins. My chitlins don't smell like that. Also, for anybody that can't stand any smell of the chitlin, there's a little secret that you do to absorb the oil and the smell. Y'all want me to tell? Well, since none of y'all eat chitlins in here, I don't need to share my secret with you. Mike is saying seafood dressing or seafood stuffing, as the Northerners call it. At least you didn't call me a colonizer, Mike. Newt's going to call me or saying I'm using a colonizer. I mean, smoked oyster probably is a colonizer recipe, but it's good. And the decolonization comes with how we season it, Brother Johnson. I will make everything else but Misha, you ain't making chitlins this year? That's why Mom told me to save her some. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Wait. All right. Thaddeus clarified, and then my sister's in the room. Stacy says she's making turkey, cornbread, stuffing. Now, let me tell y'all, the dressing part is cornbread. Like, yes, Jiffy, the little bag of pre-made dried cornbread mix, little stove top, and then my own seasonings. You definitely got to have, listen, I told y'all, I started shopping 2 weeks ago. So Thaddeus gave us the hold on, y'all. Dr. Thaddeus Miles clarified his comment. Big difference from receiving a hoe in the mail and an honorary doctorate. We'll celebrate with mom and family on Thursday. So Thaddeus, we need some more information. Yo, he gets these awards. I went to something one day and Thaddeus was there getting an award. I had talked to him like the day before and he said nothing. Thaddeus will be out getting an award, doing something and tell nobody nothing. And he'll post about it 3 weeks later. I had the honor and privilege of, no, I'm messing. My sister is in the room. Listen, I need to let you all know that as of November 30th at 10 p.m., some of you all remember, and you know her. She's been a part of the live Java Cafes, her and Newt. We were in a text thread recently. I think that's why they both on here today. Anyway, R&B and Chill is coming back bigger and better than ever. They are going to be on 98.1 Urban Heat. Marvin, don't get me. But Urban Heat is also now part of the iHeart Radio family. And so R&B and Chill is not, it was never just local, but it's about to go national and on iHeart Radio. So can we big up Remy, who's in the room, she's in the room today under her brand name. But R&B and Chill is coming back on November 30th at 10 p.m. And we'll get you more information about that to listen to that. That might be, a station you listen to had your first comment not been a typo. See, that's what I get. Let me behave. And new oyster stuffing is not nasty. And Mama Java is either saying hi or she calling you out. Brianna, yes, because where is Thaddeus? I know when you looked down and saw what came through as the comment versus what you finished typing, I know you were like, oh, shoot. Keys is in the room, everybody. The State House be working her real hard, but she was able to make it this morning. Keys, good to see you in the room as always. Kathy, we respect diversity until I'm not messing with you. She said we respect diversity until it comes to chitlins. I ain't paying them no attention, Kathy. They can discriminate chitlins if they want to. I'll be an ally and an advocate. Sharon is saying good morning. Oh God, please stop. Listen, chitlins are good. Leave me alone. Stacy is saying I ain't trying to gain near pound for the. That's a whole nother conversation, Stacy. Misha, that's one thing I've never cooked, which is what? Chitlins or duck? Misha, you never made chitlins? You're the only one. Cammy has, I think Nikki has back in the day. Misha, you got to make a good pot of chitlins. Don't nobody want you. So first of all, I'm using make up your mind. I'm colonizing the dressing, but I'm Otis when it comes to chitlins. Give me some context for Otis, Snoop, because if it's who I think you're talking about, I think it low-key trying to diss me. Michael, in the morning, I will be at Prince Hall Grand Lodge with my lodge brothers giving out meals for the elders and those in need. So, Mike, shout out for everybody that's doing that. There were a lot of turkey giveaways this year, not as last year was. I had people calling me at the very last minute talking about I got turkeys. Do you know any? I got 2, 3. Anybody that need turkeys? They can get one for Christmas. They can put one in the freezer for New Year's. Not as many this year, which is good because that means that those resources are going to other places. But shout out to everybody that is supporting families because food is expensive. Food is very, very expensive, and I won't get too far off on that. Misha is saying congrats to Uncle Thaddeus for his doctorate. Teresa is saying you are not supposed to eat anything where you have to. Some people don't like the smell of collard greens. How about that? Sharon said Jiffy with extra sugar and butter in it. Absolutely. Dr. Drumright is in the room from Tennessee. Good morning, sir. We talked about you. I don't know if you saw, we talked about you yesterday. Dr. Drumright gave his cousin a can of old jelly cranberry sauce on Sunday, live on the service from the pulpit. Anyway, I'm getting some fresh made cranberry sauce. I'm going to have the can. I got to have both. I told y'all yesterday, I'm excuse the expression, brand whore, ocean spray cranberry sauce. That has to be on the table. Pastor Marion said almost everybody in my church got 1, 2, Thaddeus. Absolutely. Almost everybody got a doctorate. Okay. You better get it on Pastor Marion. R&B Remy rather is saying, yay, so excited. And absolutely, sis, we're the triplets, as you say, even though we're the twins and Newt doesn't have an iPhone. He has a Droid. We'll we won't judge him. He does have access to a lot of events that I'm slated to attend. So hi, Newt. Love you, brother. Good to see you in the room this morning. Kelly, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Jen said, don't you clean them with vinegar? Listen, not only do I clean them with, well, my aunt cleans them now, but when I used to clean them, the cleaned ones, not only clean them with vinegar, they would soak in apple cider vinegar for an hour, if not a little bit more if I was doing something else. That makes it a little bit easier to clean. I'm not going to get much into that, Jen, because then folks are going to start talking trash. Well, if you got to clean them like that, maybe you shouldn't be eating them, Teresa. Now, let me tell y'all something. My mother and my sister sometimes are in the same house. Hi, Ma, was looking for you. No, Ma's home today. She's going back to Misha's tomorrow. Ask me how I know the schedule. Keys. Oh, Ma, Keys has been working. She's back in the state house, so she's been working. The session's over and they're getting ready. 8 members from my church received HOD Sunday too. Honorary doctorate degrees. Absolutely. All right, for all these black folks out here being educated and getting degrees. Y'all going to have so many degrees behind your name. It's going to be hot. That was kind of corny. I know y'all liked it though. Remy, I ain't gonna mess with you. I think the last time I really ate chitlins was Misha. Misha, all this other stuff I'm not gonna judge you. Paula's about to get y'all together. No. Oysters are not from the colonizers. We in this country have a lot to thank Black culinary history in this country, and you can learn about it on a very moving docuseries on Netflix called High on Hog. Very interesting part of it on the oysters. Father, we thank you for this time of coming together as we give the benediction. I'm about to go watch the series on Netflix. Misha said, yeah, chitterlings, laugh out loud. I think I'll make some soon. Keys is saying, just haven't been working. Just have been, not haven't. Just have been working and not able to get on this morning. Stacy is saying, chitterlings, God don't want that. Nope, because there'll be more for me. I wanted to cook chitlins. I'll have some for Christmas, especially eggs. I missed that part or context, Stacy. Teresa is saying, that's just blasphemy. Everyone loves collards. They may love them, but some people don't like the smell of them. There is a funny smell when you first cook collard greens in the house. Let's keep it 100. They do smell. That chlorophyll be coming off, and that's why you got to put some fat back in them. Heidi, good morning. Heidi, we're talking about chitlins and stuff. Heidi, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Ma is saying she's missing keys. Dina, I need canned. Listen, I'm making my last stop at the store today. My plan is to be in, I don't have anything to do this evening. I plan to be in the house from today when I get back from the store, final run, everything. I only got to pick up like 10 small things, like not anything major. I got to get them collard greens that I mentioned to y'all yesterday. Remy, you cook. Would you have got your collard greens yesterday or today, or knowing you, are you waiting to get your collard greens until tomorrow? Let me know, Remy, because I see your little posts and stuff you be putting up, cooking for the family and whatnot. Sharon Cornelius, Ocean Spray is it. But our wonderful Ayanna Hines from the New England Culinary Arts Training, New England Center. Anyway, Ayanna makes wonderful homemade cranberry sauce. So I'm going to get some. Matter of fact, I got to get my order in before it's too late. Remy, ain't nobody messing with you. Leave my chitlins alone. Misha, you would think so. Laugh out loud, but 2 of my son's girlfriends won't eat them. Tell them they'll be all right. Daddy said, don't get me wrong. So if you're just tuning in or don't understand Thaddeus's comment there earlier, Thaddeus had a typo. He was, be careful, you know, what you just said there. But he made a mistake and he was telling us that he got an honorary degree, but the he hit send at I received a hoe. And so now he's letting that is like, you set me up. Don't get me wrong, I know a few, but I was driving and hit enter accidentally. Oh Jesus. Stacy said the canned cranberry sauce with the white berries is good, and I'll add some crushed pine. I've seen people put crushed pineapples in the cranberry sauce. I definitely, the tart, and that might sound good. Now you got me thinking about pineapple mango salsa with habaneros. Thanks, Stacy. Appreciate you. Jennifer, please don't forget the homeless. Going to Mass Ave to feed the poor souls. Definitely, Jen. And also, just speaking of that in general, if anybody is taking food to Mass and Cass for Thanksgiving, the city has put out some guidance. Unfortunately, some folks, how can I say this? Some folks have gotten sick on Mass and Cass after they indulged in some of the donations they received. And so the city became aware of that and have asked people that are going down there. And Jen, I know you're aware of this, but if anyone else is listening and plans on going to give food to the homeless, for Mass and Cast, please follow the city's guidance. But everyone else, I try to keep clean just when I'm cooking for myself. But when I know I'm cooking for others, oh, I thought about this morning, like I'm clearing the counter office, getting bleach down. I got to clean the whole kitchen. Like we got to be sure that we don't make folks sick when we're trying to help them. And that's just in general, not, to you, Jen. Heidi, don't like cranberry sauce. Jesus Lord, Heidi. Teresa said I'm not, you sound like Donald Trump talking about, we're going to put the disinfectant inside their bodies. And now we're going to be soaking chitlins and ill. Yes, and baking soda. I'm Spanish and I eat them, just highly dislike the smell. Never heard about the baking soda. Okay. Chitlins without hot sauce and white rice. With hot sauce and white. Really? With just the rice? That might have to. I need that thick like stuffing with it. Just rice is yeah. Now put some with some dirty rice. If Brianna's still in the room, didn't nobody make dirty rice like Emma Jean Powell. There's a couple of folks that she tried to teach that I think may come close, but Rena, good morning. Good to see you in the room this morning. Y'all are really in here this morning. Patrice, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Morning, Java family and socks. Happy Thanksgiving. Sharon, what do you want some of? Some chitlins or some oyster stuffing? What you want? Stan is saying, gotta soak them. I used to eat them. They taste great, and he spelled but B-U-T. You know what? I ain't messing with you, Stan. Java Nation is in the building. What's up, Selena? Good to see you in the room this morning. And thank you so much for your comment from last Wednesday with the mayor. Definitely appreciate it. Oh, Stacey was saying that eggs are, listen, everything is expensive, and not only expensive, and even before the pandemic, if you notice, the big boxes of cereal used to be this big and have a lot of cereal. For the past 5 to 6 years, they've been getting smaller and skinnier. Food is definitely expensive. Misha is saying, I'm not saying I don't like them. They just weren't good to me the last time I had them. I was probably pregnant back then, laugh out loud, and no one sends me any. So listen, you got the call, Jesus. Eggs at $8.99 a carton. Whoa. Remy, mother's looking for you. There she is, Ma. Here she is right here. I'm getting my greens today. Soak, wash, and cut them today. All right, cool. There's Remy, Ma. She's right there. She's still here. Lord, y'all got an adopted mother in here. I got to get my collards from Price Right today. Misha is saying, oh, I cook everything else down. We know, Misha, you do cook. Wait a minute. We got some charter members in the room. One who I just remembered I didn't get back to on a text. Lord have mercy. I have 2 birthday cakes to make for Hansel and Gretel on Friday. Countdown to 9. Hansel and Gretel's birthday is Friday. So Miss T, remind me to say happy birthday to them here on Thursday. We are coming together Thursday. I just need to confirm who's going to come and sing and who's going to come and share a message of Thanksgiving with us. Diane, I owe you an apology because I remember I got a text and it just hit me that I didn't respond. I'm so sorry. The cost of I'm only smiling because back in Diane, Diane warned us about this in 2020, where they were talking about cage-free eggs and legislation and all of that. Wow, it's so interesting to sort of come back full circle. The cost of eggs is more than inflation. There's a lot. And Diane, you were trying to get us in here hip and ready for this. Interesting. Very, very good. Interesting. Dean is saying pinto beans cooked with turkey neck, onions, and peppers. Oh, Ma, I need some lima beans before February. Lima beans and neck bones. Topeka Street. Where Jen is letting us know she grew up on Topeka Street. Stacy, definitely need to do a deep clean today and tomorrow to get ready. Listen, yes, got to get the kitchen together. Miss Teresa, ain't nobody messing with you about your stomach. You'll just eat some chitlins. They'll work it out for you. Their intestines and your intestines. Hey, I felt Jesus right there. Let me stop. Isaiah, good morning, brother. Good to see you in the room. Good to see you. Jennifer, yes, please don't pass out food that you wouldn't eat yourself. Don't get me started on that whole topic of people getting sick. That's what happens when people pass. I'm just going to scroll past. Sharon wants some chitlins. Okay. Selena, peace and blessings to you as well. We definitely need some eggnog. I got to get egg. Whoa. City is in the room. Brianna, look who's in the room. City, I forgot you cook. And this is one of these days, and he's been telling me, have me on. Calvin is a perfect guest for Java After Dark. This brother, well informed, but has, oh my God, has some opinions that just, oh my Jesus. I can't even get into it now. Brianna, you still here? Look who's in the room this morning. Jennifer, James, soaking baking soda, and you can thank me now. I just, baking soda. The only thing I'll say there is, I'm not even going to say it because then folks are going to jump on me about chitlins. But anyway, Newt said, I saw High on Hog. My friends are in it. Paula Kelly, thanks for the reminder. I've eaten from Moody's Oyster Cart in Brooklyn, the only black-owned oyster cart in New York. I was getting on James to mess with him for prior texts. They still don't belong in stuff. Newt, can you take me to the oyster bar in New York, brother? Mike, spiked egg. I wasn't going to say anything earlier, but since you brought it up, spiked eggnog with Godiva chuck. All right, I might have to add another stop to the store run today. I don't know if I can afford no Godiva. I might have to just settle with some Kahlua and eggnog, because you know what most folk put in it: Southern Comfort or Hennessy. And I'm not a dark guy. I'm no pun intended. I know y'all about to run wild with that. I'm a light. Patron, mainly that's it. Tequila, that's it. Remy was with me the other evening. We were Testimony Tuesday. Listen, totally off topic. Jonathan Gates went live this morning. He was in it, and I just felt chills, Jesus. He was in dialysis, and he wasn't talking a lot. And I would show it, but I just don't trust Facebook to not kick us off. But he went live this morning, and he did respond to some of the comments, and he is doing better. He has thanked everyone that's prayed for him, and keeping up the fight. And so we got to hear Uncle JG's voice this morning. And Remy, thank you for reminding me, because we were talking about Patron, and Remy and I were at the Black Comedy Explosion a couple of weeks ago as it was a fundraiser for Uncle JG. So I just needed to share on Testimony Tuesday that Uncle Jonathan Gates is doing a lot better, guys. He's doing a lot better. Diane, no apologies, never ever necessary ever. I got to just do better, but I'm getting there. Diane, it was 26. God, we've been rocking a long time. So this is why it's important that we participate in all of these movements and ballot questions. We're now seeing 6 years later, not just inflation, but the impact of what Diane was telling us about in 2006. Wow. That's been a long time, Diane. Thaddeus just mentioned, I just learned we're going to my sister's husband home for dinner. And so y'all know how some families do it. There's a new couple in the family. The young woman is the one that was married in. They just bought a house, and they have the most space. So everybody is going to the new family's house. And, you know, all the aunts and cousins, they all sitting around. And it's like, we going to go. But y'all make sure y'all cook in here. So Thaddeus, I know some of the sisters are, I don't want to get in trouble. Never mind. Vegan. The first thing that makes me think of is the tofu turkey. Okay, Uncle, we're going to pray for you. I'll hold you some chitlins. I'll put them in the freezer for you. And I need to tell y'all what I'm doing to my turkey legs, the fried turkey leg drumstick. I'm gonna tell y'all toward the end. Jen, not grew up. I'm saying we can pass food out. Oh, at Topeka Street. You. That I will pray y'all strength. But Topeka Street, I think that is down right there, that side street that everybody be talking about. But Jen, shout out to you and everybody that's giving out food on Thanksgiving Day to the homeless. Those that are, again, also making sure that families have their meal because it's expensive. I had smoked turkey necks with pinto beans with onions cooked down a few days ago. So what, Misha? Stan, butter beans with turkey necks and onions. All right, y'all. That's usually Christmas for me, Auntie Paula. But I need to hit Leon up and get my coquito order, because that right there, put it in some coffee in the morning too. Listen, Newt with some turkey gravy, yum. What did Newt have? Wait a minute, not the oysters, Ma. Mom, please clarify, because I know you ain't talking turkey gravy on oysters, Jesus. Ooh. Sick is what happens when you eat those things. Whatever. Newt, Java probably puts... I'm going to be nice, because I need you to sign off on a couple things. Teresa said, I thought he said he ate from booties at... You know what? Evelyn, que tu hace, mija? Coquito, that we just talked about. So, Evelyn, I know you the plug. You listen, my Boricua sister, Afro-Latina sister. Remember me when you hear about, or if you make someone, you know, somebody in the family, you got a great aunt or cousin or somebody, remember your boy. All right. And if they're doing it for Thanksgiving, holla, let me know. And then let me know if they take credit so we can swipe. No, I'm messing. Isaiah's need to have some. So I guess that we're going to have a Java and Coquito sort of something, because that's one thing we got most folks to agree on. Not chitlins, but spiked eggnog. It's not spiked eggnog, but that's the thing you can compare it to. The years that and Evelyn's probably going to get me for this, but the years I couldn't get any, I would put rum chata in eggnog. It's not the same, but it's close. All right, folks, we're going to get ready to wrap up in just a few minutes. Evelyn hopped off what do you call it? LinkedIn. Shout out to everybody that's watching on LinkedIn. Good to see y'all in the room. Please tell others to come in and watch here as well. Teresa said, I saw him. He looks and sounds good. He does. Uncle Jonathan, going back to Uncle Jonathan's testimony, he is doing good. Calvin, my mother said, put a picture on Facebook. Challenge. All right, folks. Think I'm mostly... Oh, I got a few more to go. Pam is in the room. What's up, Mija? Good to see you. December 3rd at Weston Copley Place, supporting the Tag Latino program. Please send me that information. Evelyn said she's Dominican. Oh, okay. All right. Not Boricua, but still, I still need that plug, Jesus. But thank you for the clarity. Pamela, I know that they know I know what that is about there. Evelyn's she's on both. I am not messing with you. There is the information about the event that Pamela's mentioned on December 3rd, supporting the Tag Latino program. Pamela, if you can spell out what TAG is for, so folks know, but there's more information there. We're going to end with Michael, my Uncle Junior, aka the cable guy. Ben Patrick makes the most amazing turkey necks and butter. So turkey necks and butter beans is a thing. Okay. I'm more neck bones guy. Okay. But that's pork versus turkey. I got you. Wait a minute. Hold on. What is Newt and Remy talking about? She talking about she going to report a comment. Uh-oh. Y'all about to get in trouble. All right, folks. I'm going to wrap up today. It's been a wonderful day. Talented and gifted Latino program. So please check that information out here at Joe Glorio. I'm not even going to try. JOLGORIO.org is where you can go to get the information for December 3rd, which I believe is a Sunday. All right, I'm going to end with this. One, turkey legs. This is how I do them. First of all, thanks to Pastor Luttrell, my sister and friend, taught me some years ago. You take your turkey, if you're going to do a whole turkey, or the turkey parts, I'm doing legs, or the drumstick rather, and you marinate them in orange juice with cut up oranges, apples. This year, I think I'm going to put lemon, maybe a little bit of lemon, because the acid, it doesn't cook it, but you know what acid does to food. And you put seasoning. I put some thyme and some oregano and some parsley. I put that in the marinade. Excuse me. And as best as possible, try to leave it, if not overnight, at least for about 4 to 6 hours. Then rinse it off, season them real good, butter everywhere. And then I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Forget putting them in the oven. Put them things in the air fryer. But I think last year I set the timer, I want to say to 40 minutes or 35 minutes, and I would check them and turn them. Let me tell y'all about them turkey drumstick. And sometimes I take some honey, some soy sauce, and a little bit of hot sauce, and get that cooked in a pot. And in between checking the turkey, toward the end, I'll put that sauce on and get them a nice little glaze. So those are my turkey legs, since y'all don't want to eat my chitlins. The last thing that I'll mention is, and the information is going up soon. Hold on. That's the mayor's office. Okay. That text just threw me off. What was I saying? Turkey legs. I'll put the link up in a few minutes. I just have to transpose it to a shorter link. But this Saturday at 2:30 p.m., we will be at 12th Baptist Church for the auditions for the Embrace, the Voices of Embrace Choir that is performing at the unveiling of the MLK Embrace Memorial on January 13th. Again, we are looking for the most experienced, able to hold part and remember qualified singers. This is an open audition, but the group will not be open like whosoever will, like the Mayor's Gospel Fest Choir. That was whoever will come. This is an audition. And so the first one will take place on Saturday, the 26th. The second one will take place, Sharon, that you can come to on Tuesday, the 29th at 6:30, all at 12th Baptist Church. Shout out to Embrace Boston, who has entrusted the curating of this choir for this national huge event to yours truly. And also my musical director will be Brother Issa Bibbins. And yeah, we're going to sing on January 13th. We're going to have about 5 or 6 rehearsals. We only got to do 2 songs. There might be a little choreography on the second song. But yes, that information is going up on the page in just a few moments when I get off of here. Deborah Hampton, good morning. Good to see you in the room. I did do turkey legs in the air fryer. Very good. I'm telling y'all, I was getting ready to put them in the oven a couple of years ago, and I'm like, wait, I got 2 shelves in the air fryer. Line them up opposite of each other, one on the bottom, one on the top. Make sure you switch the top and bottom when you're checking them and glazing them and all that. Maybe I need to do a cooking Java one day. All right, Teresa, chitlins go away. Don't come back. Give them to the squirrels. Anyway, we will see you guys. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We need to know Wednesday. We will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Thank everyone that came in today. Today was definitely fun. I got to remember that as much as I line up guests and information sharing, which is always going to be a part of this, a lot of this interaction that we did today was a huge part of what we did in 2020. And so when we have these times to be able to do this, and I just feed and check in on the comments and we dialogue, this is one of the loves I have of you, members of the Java Cafe. So look at this one. Sharon is just wonderful. From fishnet to FaceTiming into the audition to. All right, Sharon, I ain't mad at you. All right, folks, that's it. That's it for real. I'm not going to do 5 closings today. Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Excuse me. No, Stacy, I no. Y'all just here. In all seriousness, and Thaddeus has been getting on me about this since 2018. Up until May 1st, and still a little bit now, I'm doing the most and doing too much. And what I mean by doing the most is just yes, everything and hands and everything and da 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 da. And sometimes I don't practice good time management, which lends to sometimes just going totally off the radar because I just need a break. And so I, for the past maybe month and a half, have been decluttering, reset up the living room, trying to declutter in this office / studio. And y'all pray because I also need to move. But in acknowledging missing Diane's text and what Stacy's checking about reading the book, y'all pray that I do better with time management, with delegation to Keys and Tay, and follow up with them because sometimes they be waiting on stuff from me. I'm being very transparent, y'all. Putting it out there will help me because as I get that stuff together, the platform grows and we get more out of the platform. So y'all add me to y'all prayer list, or add that bullet under my name already on y'all prayer list. Also, Mother's Board. I reached out to Sharon and my mother yesterday. Please keep Pastor Marion and her son in prayer. He had, I believe, a stroke, and he's doing well. Not a lot of residual impact, but we want to make sure he stays on the course to full recovery. So please keep Sister Sharon, Pastor Marion, in your prayers. I just saw Sharon's comment. Please keep, there she is. My son Jason had a stroke on Friday. Miraculously, Testimony Tuesday, the only symptom he suffered was slurring speech and extremely high blood pressure. The doctor is keeping him through tomorrow to get his pressure down slowly, and he must lose weight. I am also thankful things weren't worse. Please keep him in prayer. Pastor Marion, I just remembered and mentioning. So please keep him in prayer. Keep me in prayer as well. Yes, Selena, because you've known me since I was a little rambunctious. Mom, I say often, Selena knew me before I knew myself, which is true because y'all were like little girlfriends. Your human limitations are necessary to maintain. Amen. Thank you for that, Selena. Thank God for that. How's it going with the book I gave you for your birthday? Same as with reading the one that Stacy told me about. Love you, Kathy. Rena, thank you. Keep me in prayer. Self-care is definitely intentional self-care moment. And Teresa's playing for Pastor Marion, and Sharon is as well. Sharon and Ma, I think I inboxed y'all yesterday, the message that Pastor Marion sent. So I know y'all would get on it with the other mothers. So mothers too, I also have something for y'all. I don't know when I'm going to get it to you, but Miss Teresa made y'all own sweatshirts and sweaters and stuff. So y'all will get that. All right. Pam, thank you, hon. Thank you so much. Don't forget, guys, the event on December 3rd. Let me go back and put the link up there. Where is it? Maybe I skipped it. Don't forget, December 3rd is the event for talented and gifted. Hold on. Pamela, help me out. Put it back, please. All right, there's the first invitation. Now, where is the website? There we go. December 3rd, go to that website, check out that event, and support our Latino brothers and sisters. All right? That's it for me. For real. I got the link back. Thank you so much, hon. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Thank you for being a part of the Java fam and in the Java Cafe this morning. Peace, everybody. Thank you very much.